Godspeed You, Toilets, Emperor. New album from the legends of post-rock, the legends of nerd music that Pitchfork likes. No, I'm only taking the piss. Godspeed You, Black Emperor. Legends in the post-rock world, had a lot of influence across the years on post-rock, but even other genres too. The way that they've always had such an intense approach to building music, the way that they just layer upon layer upon layer, levels of atmosphere and levels of intensity, I've always found to be incredibly impressive and just makes for some really interesting music, even in the moments where I'm not as enamored with their work, their late 90s output. I also get how you say that one, it's Infinity. Not a big fan of that one, but their early 2000s stuff, Lift Your Skinny Fists, really good stuff. And even the era where people started to say they got boring, I still enjoyed. So I was definitely interested to see what this new P album was going to be about. And once again, I still think that they're killing it. So yeah, I'm a bit of a defender of what they've been doing as of late. And yeah, this new album, no exception to that rule. I think it's really good. I will say there's not a huge amount to say about individual tracks because I think it comes together in a really nice way. The opening track is slightly different though, the way it drones out and gets a bit murky towards the end of the track is really interesting, and I like the way that they kind of collide sounds together to create this effect. Once you get beyond that track though, Lament just has the classic post-rock tropes that we've known to love from this band. It has a surging and urgent build, but also feels like it's not rushing. It just feels like it's fast walking. It's not kind of like running for a bus that's about to set off. It's just, you know, taking it easy, but going at a pace, if you know what I mean. And these tracks do have a way of just kind of starting at a place and just ending somewhere in which I'm just really enlightened by. It's a really enlightening album. I love these crescendo moments. The guitars are always sounding great, really, really clean. The drumming is fantastic as always. These tracks just really have the qualities in which I look for in this band. It doesn't really feel like they're losing it or they're going off the deep end or off the rails or anything like that. Sure, they're probably giving us stuff that we've heard before, but I think why fix it when it's not broken? Some of the tracks go for more pensive thinking moments, like Fire a Static Valley, which definitely doesn't have that same amount of power that some of the other tracks have. It almost feels like the type of thing you'd play in a very somber moment, perhaps even something like a funeral maybe. It's not as blistering, and I know that that's what people tend to look for from Godspeed. I know those blistering, fiery moments are certainly my favourite moments, but I think when they can pair it with these slower tracks and still make it work, I'm here to respect that. Government Came has a very hardship feel to it, perhaps linking to the fact that government is in the title here. Perhaps there's some kind of theme there of just, you know, being so fed up with government policies, or, you know, being in an environment in which you're affected by what the government chooses to do. Perhaps that's what they're trying to go for here. And it definitely gives off that really, really like dire tone to it. It's so bleak, almost like you're watching I, Daniel Blake, which is an incredibly depressing film, by the way. And yeah, it really shows the other side to life if you're someone that doesn't quite understand what it's like to be poor. The grand statement, the big centerpiece of the album though, has gotta be, and you know what I'm about to say, because this friggin' track, Cliff's Gaze. Ooh, wow, this shit, whoa, the way this builds, best track on the album, easily. Just an insane feeling that it gives you when this track just starts to blossom and the heavens open the fuck up towards the end of this track. Wow, this build is just so satisfying. It's absolutely stunning and beautiful. What a moment this is. Definitely the best track for me, and just gives me such a sensation listening to it. Love this one, absolutely love it. So yeah, I mean, like I say, there's not a huge amount to say about individual moments because I think they often give you what you're expecting in that sense with these kinds of tracks, but what they're giving here is quality music. I like this a lot. I think it really gives you something to think about, it really gives you something to chew on, and just offers some really great instrumental moments that I think just show that even years and years and years down the line, they're delivering good music. So it's a 7 out of 10 from me. I think this is really good. Definitely worth your time if you were thinking of skipping it. I know the title is a bit silly and a bit odd, but I think they're just kind of playing to a bit of a meme here, which is fine. They're allowed to at this point in their career. Do whatever you want. The music's good. Who cares? And I'm impressed with this, and hopefully you are too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this album here? Would be great to see what you guys think. Do have a good day. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. Please subscribe, hit the bell. Man, the analytics on this thing are telling me that people that are subscribed barely watch my videos. So hit that notification bell so you'll see when all my videos pop up. Reviews, lists, reactions, all that kind of stuff. Just hit the bell. And thank you for watching as always. Have a good day and goodbye.